Welcome to Organize Zen Now. My name is Janie Downey. Thank you so much for joining me here today. So Organize Zen is all about getting to your best work, the work that's tucked away in your heart, the stuff that you know you should be doing, you want to do, but maybe you don't always prioritize and can't always get to. The Zen part of this is figuring out how to get to that work in a way that works really well for you, not what works for the next guy or what used to work for you, but to really spend time thinking about, here's what I want to get done in the time I have here on earth. How do I do that? How do I accomplish that? And then do it. And the doing it also brings a beautiful Zen as well of making a decision and having an intent and then getting to a piece of work and finishing it. And I'm going to talk about that a good bit today because I'm going to talk about energy. If this talk is helpful to you, please like, please share, and please subscribe to this channel, because when you subscribe to the channel, it helps other people find the same kind of information that maybe you were looking for as well. And we want to be helpful. And thanks for helping me help everybody be helpful with this. All right. So what I wanted to talk today about was energy. So I just got back from taking off a month from this and from my writing. I was up in Maine. I was working on an opera. I was a props master. And it's a crazy schedule, is a lot of work. I had a lot of prep before I left. And you're finding things, you're making things work, things don't work. You're constantly redoing and coming up with a different creative idea, working with a creative team. So it's draining in and of itself. And I was away from home, so that was a little bit draining. But I came back and I could feel it even just in the car on the drive back down the coast, that my energy was just building. I had all these creative ideas as I was driving back. And then since I've gotten home, I'm just on this roll. I'm on a roll with thinking, and I joined the Y, and I love the classes that I'm meeting all these interesting people, and I'm getting a ton of really good writing done. I feel super focused on what I'm working on with that, and I'm running, and I'm having great conversations with friends. It just feels like everything's high juiced up. And what I think is interesting with that is the whole thought that energy begets energy. You think if something takes a lot of energy, you're not going to get that back. What I find is that when things draw on energy at a core level for you, and what energizes me is going to be really different than what energizes you. But when you draw on that, whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, what draws energy out of you, you bring back. It comes in multiples. So finding that core energy and figuring out ways then to tap into that and run with that is super important. And why is that important? So organized Zen itself is super important because I've talked about this so many times. I'm sorry if I'm boring you with that, but there are so many studies about how important it is to be in a cool, settled place in your life and doing the work that you really want to do. It helps you sleep better, and your whole metabolism works better, and your skin is better, and your heart literally is better when you get to these good things. And so they're worth the time, and they are worth the energy to figure out how to get to the stuff that really, really jazzes you up. So the exercise I'm going to offer for this is to jump into that and to figure some of that out. And I think the easiest way to do that is, I always say this, take some paper and then give yourself some time to think. And in this case, this is fun. So these are all fun, aren't they? This idea is to just take a blank piece of paper and write down things that lift your energy. This can be from when you were 2, or it could be from last week. It could be from today. Things that lift your energy, and just brainstorm. Don't think them all through. This can be what you do for activities, what you like to read, what you eat, what you cook, if you cook. For me, it's running, and it's trying new things. It's painting and giving talks like this, or business talks, or I'm a historic guide. I get totally lifted by that. So get out of any kind of a box that you're in and think through just in general, and give yourself some time on this, because what I find with brainstorming is the longer you can go with that, the more stuff you come up with to go, oh, here's another thing. Here's another thing. So then you've got a big list here. What energizes you? Places that you go, things that you do, things that you think about, conversations that you have. And then look over your list and see if you can find some commonalities with that. Is it by yourself or alone? Is it in a certain atmosphere? Is it a certain time of day? Has it been all in the past, or is it all in the current? And then, just to make this kind of fun, and because I like to write on art paper, give that a color. Like, what's a high energy color for you? Some people, it might be red or orange or yellow. For me, high energy is a deep, vibrant blue. So I get a big blue circle on this. And then you're also going to think about what drains your energy and give yourself as much time with this as well. For me, that's a quicker list because I know what drains my energy. But really think about it of when I'm in this situation, I feel myself retreat. I space out. I'm not connected. So for me, TV, movies, I'm really bad with those. So that's a total energy drain for me. Magazines, Facebook, after a bit, gets to be with that. Light conversations, I am not good with. Like, I want to actually have a good conversation all the time, which is draining to other people, I'm sure. But a light conversation, I just check out. So I brainstorm that. What drains your energy? And then give that a color. And for me, that's brown. Anything that's brown and tan in my life, that's low energy. And the reason that helps is because the next thing that I want you to do is to think about what you are working on, what you've got coming up, what you do for your work or what you do for fun, who you hang out with, and think that through and give that some color. So for me, if I've got a list of stuff coming up and it's blue with maybe just a little brown in there, I'm in a good spot. And I know that energy is going to add on to more energy. If I've got a brown list for the day, my job, I'm running my life, right? My job is then to say, get some of the brown off my list and get some more blue in there. No one can solve these things for you. This is up to you and how to live your best life and how to get to the best work that you can do. And I love this quote. I'll leave you with this. It's from Elizabeth Gilbert. If you haven't read Big Magic, great book. It's called Creative Living Beyond Fear, but she's not really talking about fear. She's talking about the magic of creativity and energy, and creativity can come in so many forms. Anyway, here's the quote that I like from her. Follow your own fascinations, obsessions, and compulsions. Trust them. Create whatever causes a revolution in your heart. Revolution in your heart to me is that high energy piece. Okay, I hope that helps. Thanks for stopping by. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you back here again. Thank you.